Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my patch preview for Season 2 of Atlas Reactor. This video will cover all the major changes coming to Atlas Reactor in just 9 days from the posting of this video. For anyone looking for a specific section, however, I will have timestamps in the description, so feel free to skip ahead if that's what you would like. But without further ado, let's get to the biggest announcement right out the gate. Alright, so free to play. This has been by far the most requested feature of the community. Players who have left and players who are interested in joining Atlas Reactor and see the barriers to entry with the pay model, with the current free mode model, just doesn't provide enough for a lot of players. And this basically is an answer to that. This is the biggest change to the patch on January 17th. This will bring so many changes, so let's just try to get to them as quickly as possible, and then I'll try to explain what this all means. So first of all, there will be a new currency called Flux. This will allow for the purchase of freelancers. This is similar to just about any games, Gems and Smite, Riot Points and Riot, where you use the in-game currency to buy freelancers, in-game premium currency that is. And you can obtain freelancers, however, still through normal play. You can still obtain Flux as well. So this will be something that if you want to spend ahead, maybe there's a certain freelancer that came out or one that you really like and you're like, I have enough Flux, or I really want to play, X amount of games to get that Flux to purchase this freelancer. That is exactly what this is for. Flux can also be used to purchase mod tokens, mod loadout slots. So this is something that I'm actually super excited for because right now we just have 2, and I have so many different mods that I want for different situations, and I hate always having to rush through them and going through, oh my gosh, okay, so there's a Nyx, so I need to change this couple of mods to gray, or there isn't a Nyx, so I want to go back to this mod, or there's a lot of high damage, so I want to be extra tanky in my frontliner. So a lot of changes to this that will really help in the competitive scene for me. I really like that. Was one of the biggest changes for me. And I think it just went kind of a little underrated as far as everything went. Let's get to the packs though. Speaking of the current purchase packs, so the 30, I think 60 and 100 packs, those will still exist in game. It will still have the same content. They do not plan on changing this in the future. However, there is a slight announcement, not really slight, but for anyone who will purchase from now until the 17th, you will also get a thank you package sometime after the update. I'm not entirely sure if it was on the update. I don't think they were just that clear on the stream. But this will consist of enough Flux to purchase 2 master skins, 5,000 ISOs, an emblem and overcom, 5 Hollow Haunt, and 5 Snowmageddon loot matrices from the previous holiday events. That's pretty great for anyone who maybe perhaps to have missed it and wants the extras. If you do happen to have everything from either or events, there is a fail-safe system that they mentioned that you will be able to get. So don't worry about that. Another change for free-to-play obviously is that ranked play is enabled for anybody. So if you wanted to play ranked, you will get to play ranked as a free-to-play player. This was something that I requested a lot as well before I decided to upgrade my Atlas Reactor, was that I really wanted to play ranked. And for those who have followed our Quest for Diamond series, that was one of the most requested series, and by far as Atlas Reactor went, that is our most viewed videos, other than the fun one I think that I just put out last week. So this is pretty great. I can't tell you how much I really love that they're going for ranked play and free to play. This is amazing. This is by far the most requested feature in Atlas Reactor. So this is exactly what they're doing. They're listening to the fans and they're giving the fans what they want, and I'm so excited for that. Few little changes. Free-to-play players are allowed to spend ISO. That was not enabled on free mode. Several season level experience bonus. You'll get several experience bonus, based on the number of freelancers you own. This is for use for basically unlocking skins faster.
Don't worry.
Refer a friend will still work for free-to-play players. GG boosts will affect how much Flux you earn and will be purchasable at some point. You can buy GG boosts directly at some point in the future. However, note you cannot buy with Flux, because this would just create an endless cycle of buy GG boost Flux, increase the amount of Flux you get, buy with Flux, and you would, that would undermine the system entirely. Pricing will be similar to other character-focused multiplayer in free-to-play games, so don't expect the buying a freelancer to be super expensive, but at the same time, don't expect to get them all in like a week. It's got to be pretty fair, and I'm sort of okay with this. I just want to see what the pricing is. I do believe you shouldn't get all the freelancers right away, but at the same time, I don't think you should have to play for like a month straight before you, and only get like 2, maybe 3 lancers at the same time. So that's it. That's all the changes, guys, for free to play. And as I said, this is by far the most requested feature, and I love that Trion is so much listening to what the fans, what the players want, and made this change for free to play. It was by far better than the free mode. And this is coming as an official Trion creator, guys. Like, know that I am a Trion creator, so take anything I say with a grain of salt, as of course. But even I will say that I really wanted to go to free to play. I've said that several times in my early videos, was that I wish there was a free to play option. There's a bit of a barrier as it is for Atlas Reactor, being that there's not many super popular multiplayer games like this that are instant turn-based that are really played, really popular. So that's already a barrier, because you have players who either A, don't know how it works, or B, get a little frustrated with trying to learn the new play model without a tutorial, and we'll get into that later. Without a tutorial, and they don't know what they're doing, and then if they really like it and they want to play ranked, they want to see how the competitive level is, they can't do that unless there's a all access weekend, which, if I'm not mistaken, according to what I've seen online in the stats, those were the most times that we've had players playing, was during those free weekends, because they wanted to try out ranked. And this kind of solves everything. I think this removes a giant barrier to play. You can invite someone to come play ranked and be, hey, come play competitive with me. Let's duo together, or let's go with our team mode. Let's create a team and let's just play together. Let's see how we enjoy it. And communicating, Discord is still there. I can't express how much that this is such a welcome change, and I really hope that this will allow a lot of players to come back, a lot of players to give it a try. And if you're new to this and you're watching this video for the first time, hey, play with me. Add me in game. My glyph tag or whatever was right there on the loading screen a moment ago in the gameplay. So yeah, feel free to add me, guys. I have no problem playing with anybody. Just shoot me a message in game and say like, hey, Harlequin, do you want to play a game maybe? And I'll be like, sure. Now, I don't really have barriers to whether I'm recording or not. I'll ask you. I always ask anybody, like, do you mind if I record? This is still something I'm doing for the channel, so there's a lot of times where I do want to record. But if it's during the day, where I live is central, so if it's during the day, chances are I'm likely not recording and I'm just playing. So if you're a little nervous about being recording, just tell me that you don't want to, or just tell me like, hey, I just want to play. I don't really care. So that's how it goes, guys. Let me know what you think about free to play. I think this is so welcome. This is I'm so excited. Like, there's so many friends right now that I wanted to invite, and they were a little set off by what the free mode is and having only limited access to characters, only being able to play the new ones in practice mode without any way of just unlocking ones that they were really comfortable with. And this provides that so well. Anyways, let's move on to the next subject, and I'm only going to cover this real quick because there will be a full video review later on once she's released. But Brynn the Sky Warden, she will be a frontlighter. ETA for full release will likely be on the 17th with the major patch. She will be on the test realm this Tuesday, I believe. She would, fun fact though, she would have represented the Warbotics. We'll get on that in a little bit though when we get to the story changes. Just real quick of her abilities. Impale is, think of it like a reverse pizza cone, so to speak. She can hit multiple targets. She can make the cone smaller to attack further, or she can make wider to attack in a wider area. This will do reduced damage per multiple target hit, but it does go pretty far. Like, the length of the basic attack is pretty long. Her second ability is similar to Rampart's. It's called Aegis. Aegis, I think is what they called it on stream. Look, I'm one of those that every time I see this word, I have to call it Aegis. I believe Aegis is the right way to say it, but I can't. My brain doesn't function like that. This is a free action, allows her to do a cover in a specific direction. The cover only works for her because it's just cover. It's not entirely blocking damage abilities like Ramparts. It's just a cover. Soaring Shield's her third ability. Captain America is here, guys. On stream, they were calling her Captain Atlas. I agree. She bounces a shield similar to Lockwood's basic ability, but when it hits an enemy, it will bounce them in the direction it hit them towards. So if you hit an enemy straight on, it'll bounce them backwards. You can ricochet the shield to hit them towards you, which I'm totally going to do in a video, I swear to you. And her fourth ability is Fly the Valkyrie. Dash, deal damage in a cone, employ Aegis. Hey guys, Aegis. Dang. So it's similar to Rampart's ultimate. This will be pretty interesting. I can't see where this isn't useful. She isn't as mobile because apparently this is a long cooldown. Though I believe I saw it at 4. I'm not sure. You guys should be seeing it on screen right now. And it looks like she's still she's well-rounded is the way I would put her. So anyways, I don't want to go into in depth. We'll do that later. Her ultimate is Spear the Hyperion. Deal 35 damage and draws enemies into the center line of the damage zone. This one's really interesting because there's so many ways you can synergize this ability, and the mods for it are really interesting. So I can't wait for you guys to check her out. I'll have the rest of her abilities and whatnot playing in the background if you want to check this out while we go over the next section. Story mode. So for our lore nerds out there, the end of season 1 will end on the 17th, and on the same day season 2 will begin. An overcon will be awarded to all season 1 players on top of the rewards you've already earned. This basically says as long as you've beaten chapter 1, I believe, then you get this reward. They didn't say exactly if it's just for it's supposed to be a participation overcon, so to speak, but because of the way seasons work, it's like as long as you play the game, you participated. So I assume, if I'm not mistaken, as long as you finish chapter 1, you should be able to get the overcon, which chapter 1's super easy. If you haven't done it yet, don't worry. We still got 9 days from the moment this video is going out. So feel free to go out there. Again, you want to add me? Bam. Harlequin. Let's play together. I want to earn some season rewards. I'm all for it, dude. Let's go. So, yeah. Season 2, by the way, for everyone who's curious, Season 2 will start you at level 0. But there will be a new reactor level. This is basically your overall season level. So next year, when we get to Season 3 or whatever, then you'll gain your reactor level will be whatever you earned in Season 1 plus Season 2 plus Season 3 and so on and so on. Robotics, rest in peace. The mechanical overlords, they are now gone. They're sad. I'm sad. As people saw, I did like the Evos. Robotics was the one I supported secondly. They're gone. I'm sorry. My heart hurts, but that's it. Brynn herself would have been a robotics representative, but she can't now. I want to support my own hashtag. Support Brynn. Hashtag hug Brynn. Oh man, I'm so sad. Brynn is so amazing. Brynn and Garrus. Anyways, so this will affect anyone who is allied with the existing trust, because Season 2, Chapter 1 will revolve around determining which freelancers will represent the new trust. So that means there's going to be some shuffles around here. Chapter 1 will last 2 weeks. Every chapter after that will last about 3 weeks or so, I believe. Yeah, I believe they said 3 weeks after. Each chapter will introduce a new game mode, so similar how we just had Extraction go off, which, speaking of, Extraction will no longer be available in custom on January 17th. So if you still want to play some Extraction games, then go play them out right now in customs. If you want to say like, hey Harlequin, can we play some Extraction games? I'll be like, yeah buddy, let's get some people in here, let's play some Extraction. So that's leaving. I lost my place here. I got notes guys. Let's see. Each chapter will do new loot matrices for skins, so that'll be interesting. Oh, right, I remember. So each chapter will introduce a new game mode. So the first one that they've already mentioned is Chapter 1 will introduce all random mode. which in my opinion is kind of interesting. I mean, you have some interesting compositions, setups you could get. What I would want, and I know this is going to sound nuts, is if it's all random, I want it to be completely all random. Like, I want there to be a possibility, even if it's a low, like 0.001% chance that we have like a 4 team of Lockwoods. I know that sounds nuts and crazy, but if we're going to really go with all fun and whatnot, then that's what I want. But we'll see, guys. We'll see. Of course, submit your ideas. The Atlas Reactor Reddit is really active, so feel free to submit whatever ideas you want. I want it to be purely all random. That'd be amazing. Anyways, so speaking of, though, we did mention the Trust Wars. So on those chapters, the Trust Wars that are coming. For the new Trust War, it sounds like they're going to be different. They were hinting on stream that you will lock in a trust. So it sounds like you won't be able to swap. Like before, the last Trust Wars we just had, the first one, everyone was swapping trusts. No one was just sticking with one. I mean, you may have a few who are sticking with one, but pretty much you're swapping trusts because, hey, I want them skins. So this time you will just lock in a trust and you'll be set. That's it. So for me, if I locked in my favorite, I would have been Evos. I support my creatures. So that's likely what we're gonna go with. But honestly, I think I'll just follow Cork wherever he goes. That's it. That's it. I'm just a fanboy. I'll follow Cork wherever he goes. Cork. I like a lot of Helio, Pup are so cool, but I love Cork. Cork is just amazing. Anyways, next topic. Let's talk about Ranked. So, Ranked. Season 1 will end January 17th, while Season 2 is currently set for the 31st, but as always, guys, subject to change. There could be last-minute tweaks, adjustments. Actually, all this could be subject to change, but just keep in mind, this is the current plan for things, all right? Ranked Q draft in between the seasons. So, for the off-season between the 17th and the 31st, if Season 2 does come out then, there will be... You can still play draft mode. So basically, you can still play ranked, quote unquote. You can just play the draft mode. So you still get, each team still gets one ban. You draft your picks, and this is for anyone who still wants to keep up with competitive, so wants to keep up with compositions instead of just the quick play mode where you can have mirror matchups. So that's a welcome change. I would say that I'm completely okay with that. I know there's already comments of, well, can we have a draft normal mode? Is that possible? I would say that just splits the queue a little bit more. We don't have a super large player base for that to be viable right now, which we'll get to queue times in a minute. We don't have a super large player base for that to be viable. However, the devs did say that they want to look into putting a draft mode for custom games. So again, that's them listening to feedback. I mean, having another queue would create even longer queue times and would just segregate the community a little bit more than what it is right now with a low player base. Bleh. So it's better just to go with the custom game draft mode for now, which would help obviously in tournaments, competitive stuff like that. So that'll be great. I'm okay with that. Let's move on. You cannot earn ranks or prestige points, by the way, in the draft mode during the off season. That should be obvious, but it's only 2 weeks pretty much, so shouldn't be that big of a deal. You will be giving prestige points, speaking of, based on the highest rank you achieved over all the queues. So if you ended in gold, which is where I still am at the current point of this video, you will get 2,000 prestige. If you ended at plat, 3,000, 5,000 for diamond, 7.5 for masters. It's really unlikely anyone's going to make it to contender, considering that in Masters right now, there are only, as of the timing of the stream, at the posting of the stream, there was only 3 players who have ever hit Masters. And at the time of I'm making this video, I do not currently see anybody in Masters. So, yeah, no one in Masters. But the good thing about these prestige points is, as I said, it goes off the highest rank you achieved. However, this is over all the queues. So if your solo queue is a little bit low, but you happen to do really well in team queue, you know, coordination's a big part of this game, then your highest rank you achieve, the highest reward you would get. So if you're, let's put you in my position, okay? If you're gold in solo queue, but you play with a team and you're like diamond and team queue or duo queue, then the rewards you will get will be based off diamond, because that is the highest rank you were awarded in any of the queues, in any of the 3 queues. So just so you know, that's how this works. No one's gonna get contender rewards, not right now. There's a couple things here. There's not enough player base, which free to play will change that. There's not enough player base, and there's just not enough super high level players that are playing consistently for anyone to get into Challenger. I don't believe so. I don't believe anyone in Challenger. If anyone does get into Challenger and you're watching this video, God, comment below. I will favorite your comments, and you will prove me wrong. So yeah, so that's the prestige points. For anyone who doesn't know what prestige is for, you get special rewards at the end of the season that are only available with those points for ranked. Prestige points will carry over between seasons. That's very important. So if you happen to be one of the 3 master players and you've already earned a ton of prestige points, you have enough to buy the visual effects swaps, which is what prestige points are spent on, and you still have some left over, then great, you can get the new ones during season 2, and that'll be what you use those for. Speaking of rewards, let's get into more rewards. That's what everyone wants. End of season, what's the rewards? So you will get tinted version of these rewards if you are plat or above, and masters and contenders will get an additional title. But you'll also get a new emblem that'll show the highest rank achieved in the previous season. The stream next week, that's happening next week, guys, I would recommend fully tuning into if you're into ranked competitive, or if you're curious, because that one will go over more in depth over what season 2 is going to have to offer for ranked, and what any changes are going to be. For example, there's going to be a ton of balance changes. Nerf Asana is the one out there. Helio will be pickable again, which they're rebalancing Helio. Nerf Lockwood. So yeah, so ranked season 2 should be coming out at the end of the month. So for sure in February. Seems like January 31st is the day they're aiming for, but of course, depending on feedback, depending on what you guys want, they are watching, so we can always have that change. And that's pretty much it, guys. A few little tidbits they called out was that there will likely be Steam trading cards. People who use the Steam clients instead of the Glyph one, or have Atlas Reactor through Steam, you can have your trading cards. I don't use it. I just bought the client directly. There will be changes to master skins. A lot of player feedback has been that the master skins don't feel as rewarding. Some of them are kind of lacking. So for 10,000 ISO, those should be like the best, most premiumest looking skins on the planet. So that is what we're looking for there. There will be an experience bonus to queuing up as Phil. Phil's the best Lancer. Everyone knows it. For anyone who doesn't know, I'm talking about queuing up as the Phil position. All right, before anyone takes it seriously, like, wait, is there a new announced Lancer called Phil? No, just so you guys know. Another tidbit: the next Lancer that will come out is a support, so that'll be great. I can't wait. I like my supports. Helio, Aurora, Finn, Fishy Baby is okay every now and then, and of course, my favorite character in the game, Quark, the little miniature reactor maniac thing. That's great. For new players, tutorial will be coming soon. Now, I've been planning on doing my own little tutorial video for a while now, because I've noticed that's again barrier to entry, and I may still do it. Let me know if you guys would really want to see that. But they are coming out with a tutorial system. Hopefully that will be out on the 17th, but it wasn't really implied if that is already done and ready to come out, or if they're still tweaking that. So yeah, that's about as far as that goes. Oh, the events for Snowmageddon is ending, obviously, so those loot matrices will be removed. Purchasable for those will be removed. For anyone who still has them, if you want to hold on to it for sentimental reasons and then later on decide screw it and claim it later, you can claim it later. Don't worry about that. But I mean, if you want to hold on to and be like, look, I have a Snowmageddon matrix, it's beautiful, I don't want to open it. You don't know, you could have that super amazing Helio skin. By the way, I have like 3 or 4 of those Helio skins, because that's all my Snowmageddon loot matrices have been, except for the next one.
Shoot him up.
No, that's a lie. I think I have one for Suran. I need to show off that one. I really like that one. Anyways, so that's about it, guys. Let me know what you think about the patch changes below. It's been a little bit long video, but I wanted to do this little review, kind of patch preview for what's coming out. I will do an in-depth review for Brynn, the Sky Warden, later on. I don't think I want to do an in-depth one for the public test round. I will probably put out a video for it. So like, hey, look, we're trying out the new Lancer in the test round. But I'm not gonna call it a review. The actual review of her abilities, what I think of her, and how she plays, will probably be about a week after she's released. So at that current time, you're looking at, if she comes on the 17th, you're looking at about the 24th. Or no, because Atlas Reactor videos are on Monday, so it'll be on 23rd. Speaking of though, just to remind everyone, everything in this patch is subject to change. Keep in mind that nothing is set in stone. Give the devs your feedback, guys. All this is a result of feedback. Every single thing in this patch that I can tell is a huge step up. Like, not even a step up. Like, we're taking an elevator at this point. We have shot up out of a cannon and hopefully have a parachute. But this is a huge step up, guys. Like, there's nothing in this patch that I disagree with. I think everything in here is well above what we currently have, and I can't wait to see new players join the game. I can't wait to see if you guys want friends to come play, then that's great. Use Recruiter Friend, by the way. Recruiter Friend still used for free mode, and get new players in here, guys. If you want to be recruited right now, you still want to try the full version for 2 weeks. So basically, you get it all the way up until free to play. So you're actually really good all the way. Like, if you don't want to wait for free to play and you want to play everything right now, guys, and you don't have the full version, feel free to use my Recruiter Friend. In all seriousness, though, if you want to be fair and just use any Recruiter Friend, the Atlas Reactor Reddit has a really cool button for that, where you get a random person's Recruiter Friend code. So if you wish to use that, if you do want to use mine is always in the description below. So feel free to enter that in, or invite others and give them your Recruiter Friend code. But that's it, guys. That's it for me. Thank you for watching so much. It means a lot that you stuck around either this long, or you just came to the closing and was like, I wonder what this idiot's gonna say and say goodbye. In which case, you know, goodbye.